I blocked my mom on a random Thursday afternoon. No dramatic fight, no screaming, no final goodbye, just one quiet moment where I stared at her name on my phone, felt an overwhelming mix of frustration and exhaustion, and pressed block. Just like that, she disappeared from my digital world. It sounds cold when I say it now, but at that time, it felt justified. I had spent years feeling like she never understood me. Growing up in a small town in Texas, she was everything, strict, protective, and constantly worried about what people would say. I was the opposite. I wanted more, bigger dreams, freedom, a life outside the boundaries she had built for me. When I finally moved to New York for college, it felt like I had escaped, but with distance came tension. Every phone call turned into an argument. She would ask if I was eating properly, if I was safe, if I was making good choices, and I would hear it as control instead of care. Over time, those calls became less frequent, and when they did happen, they were shorter, colder. Until that Thursday, she had called me 3 times that day. I ignored the first 2. On the third call, I picked up, but instead of talking, we fought. Not about anything specific, just everything at once. Old frustrations, unspoken resentment, years of misunderstanding poured out in a few minutes. She said I had changed. I said she never did. She said she missed me. I said she didn't know me anymore. And then, silence. A long, heavy silence that felt like something breaking between us. She quietly said, "I just want my son back." And I responded with something I wish I could take back every single day. "Maybe you never really knew him." After that, I hung up. My hands were shaking, but not with sadness, with anger. I opened WhatsApp, blocked her number, blocked her everywhere. I told myself it was temporary. Just space, just time to breathe. But days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and eventually, 2 years passed. 2 years without hearing her voice. 2 years without knowing if she was okay. At first, it felt peaceful. No guilt trips, no constant questions, no emotional pressure. I focused on my career, built a life, made new friends. I convinced myself I was happier, that this distance was necessary. But sometimes, late at night, when everything was quiet, I would think about her, wonder if she still tried calling, wonder if she missed me, and then I would push the thought away, telling myself she was fine. She had always been strong. She didn't need me. At least, that's what I wanted to believe. The message came on a Sunday night. I remember because I was lying in bed, half asleep, scrolling through my phone without really paying attention to anything. It was a message request from an unknown account on Instagram. Normally, I would have ignored it, but something made me open it. The message was simple. "Hi, are you Arjun Sharma?" My heart skipped for a second. I hadn't used my full name publicly in years. Most people just knew me as AJ. I hesitated before replying, then typed, "Who is this?" The typing bubble appeared almost instantly. "My name is Daniel. I'm reaching out regarding your mother." My entire body went cold. For a moment, I couldn't move. Couldn't think. It felt like time had slowed down, like my brain was trying to process something it wasn't ready to understand. I replied, "What about her?" There was a pause this time. A longer one. And then the message came. "I'm really sorry to be the one telling you this, but your mother has been in the hospital for the past few weeks." I sat up immediately, my heart racing. "What? Why? What happened?" My fingers were shaking as I typed. The reply took longer this time. Each second felt heavier than the last. "She has been very sick. She kept asking for you. We tried contacting you, but her phone shows your number is blocked." I felt like I had been punched in the chest. Blocked. A word echoed in my head. I had blocked her. I had made it impossible for her to reach me. I typed back quickly, "Who are you? How do you know her?" He replied, "I'm one of the nurses at the hospital. She gave me your name months ago. She said if anything ever happened, I should try to find you." Months ago, that meant she had been thinking about this for a long time, preparing for something I wasn't even aware of. I asked the question I was terrified of, "Is she okay?" There was a pause, longer than before, and then the message came, "You should come as soon as possible." That was it.no details.no explanation, just that one sentence, and somehow, it told me everything I needed to know.